One of the things that you're taught when you're founding a company is that have chemistry, have a co-founder first. Even the investors who invest, they look at the founding team. Invest time for your mental health. I think there was a lot of talk around mental health post-COVID. A lot of people were working from home. They were stressed out. How do you balance? And that's when we started getting out. And now I am on Strava. I'm happy we have a hike coming up.
This Saturday we are going to Karula. Now I want to still on the work. Sounds like you have a very, very busy schedule. I heard you say somewhere that you got married at some point. Was that right after campus or at what point?
It was 3 years after campus.
3 years after campus. Yeah, so just tell us about your family life and whether you think people ask a lot about work life. They ask, is work-life balance real? Is it possible? Is it realistic? Actually, we had a guest here who told us that work-life balance is a dream. It can never be real.
Wow.
You can't do it. So what do you have to say about that? How do you put it all together in the context of you have a family, you have a wife and 2 kids? Yeah, just tell us something about that and how you balance it out.
I think I will use the analogy of a vehicle. Everything moves, the wheels, the engine, the radiator, the side mirrors, everything is important for a vehicle to move. That's family, it's the support system.
And you switch on the ones for the rain are called what? The wipers, when you need them. And they work.
So in the context of work-life balance, nothing stops. I've had people who have this, I'm pursuing a career, I'll come back to the family later. There are pros and cons, but I think for me and where I sit, everything has to continue. It takes a lot of effort to run a startup or any business. You need the support system. One of the things that you're taught when you're founding a company is that have chemistry, have a co-founder first. Even the investors who invest, they look at the founding team, who is composed of, and sometimes they are shy of businesses that are run by one person because of the risk. Because also of the risk of burnout of this one person. If they run out of steam,
what will happen?
And this person, you know, there is a risk of decision making. This person is in charge of saying what happened.
Or even if you break your leg and you cannot come to the office for a month or so, what will happen?
So there is something called co-founder chemistry. It's like, be very careful who you choose to be your co-founder, because you walk the journey and there are very hard hours in the beginning that you have to put in. I always give this example. Working in a startup is like condensing 20 years of your life, your work life, into like 5 or 10. It's either doing double or triple. Very intense. And things change every day.
And there are crises here and there are firefighting.
Yesterday we were fighting a fire of some US-funded programs have been stopped. And they were our employer of record employees who are working under, and they are terminated immediately, and we have to figure out how is the contract. You have to give notice to an employee 30 days, and who will pay this salary, and
who takes the
things change
overnight sometimes.
So the family aspect comes in as a support system to you. I have happily married. We had a wedding around 2014. I was still at very early on in the career. We have 2 daughters, 11 and 6.
And 6 years.
Yeah, they're big now. We have conversations and they know what I do, and it is good to see them coming up as little humans and having conversations. I think you have to deliberately create the time for family. Yeah, so for me, what I do is I block time on the weekend. We don't, fortunately, work on Saturdays and Sundays.
So that's dedicated to the family,
So
unless, of course, it's an emergency.
Yeah, I have two days in a week that can now do that. Yeah, and we have activities we do. I take them to swimming. Sundays are for church and going out. And as I said, everything has to move. So you still also have to check the homework if you get home early. And I remember the challenge I had because now they are in a different curriculum. It is no longer ABCD. It is Abu. Abakudi. Like,
as we did the alphabet in Kikuyu.
I remember the confusion sometimes I have when the older one comes with a maths problem.
Yeah.
I know the answer, but I don't know
how do you explain?
How are you taught the formula? Because I can show you something and it is belonging to
No, Dad, it's not like that.
Yeah, so again, it is a new
amazing.
system. I appreciate the new system, the competence-based curriculum. I think we'll have some time to deconstruct that.
It's still very new, so
but early on, I think it will take shape.
Over
for family, I think look at as work, a support system. And also invest time for your mental health. I think there was a lot of talk around mental health post-COVID. A lot of people were working from home. They were stressed out. How do you balance? And that's when we started getting out. And now I am on Strava. I'm happy we have a hike coming up.
This Saturday we are going to Karula.
I was to confirm. I will be on it.
Yes.
And I do a lot of walks. We have a company thing where we are walking, we are hiking, and it helps you to interact with nature. Again, you have to deliberately create time for your health. Remember the vehicle. Your health is part of the vehicle. It has to move. If you don't take care of your health, like we have an example of, we have this conversation around our workplace. If you don't go on leave or you don't take time to take a break, your body will force you. You do not want your body to say, you must take a break.
Force you to take a break.
And sometimes it is permanent.
Can be severe.
Before that, can you create the culture where you can balance and you are taking care of your physical, your mental, your psychological, your social, your emotional. All those aspects are important for success.
We have a lot of young fathers who are watching. So do you have a word for them? The young fathers especially, because you've been through, or you are going through it as a young father who is also a professional. Just tell them something.